Athletes, welcome back to another great day of fitness. We've got some line hops, some step jacks, and we've also got some work for your hamstrings. So we've got Clara and Philip in the studio, and we're ready to work out with you. Your warm-up is coming up next. Our warm-up is starting now. You got 10 seconds, so go ahead and clear out that space. We are starting with line hops and step jacks. So I'm gonna have Clara and Philip do the version they're doing in this workout now. So we've got Philip working on step jacks. With our step jacks, we're always starting from a central point, and then we're stepping out, shifting our body weight to both feet, and then we're gonna clap overhead or touch those hands overhead. With our line hops, what we have here is that Claire's doing a rebound on this. If I ask her to do no rebound, she's gonna stop on the side of the line and then go again. And if we need to change this up, we can even do step overs in an active position. So she's gonna get into an active position like she's getting ready to block in a football game, and she's gonna step side to side, and we can make these relatively quick, but both feet have to make contact on each side of the line. You're gonna pick the version that you want in this workout, but we're gonna move next to our good mornings and our RDL wall taps. So for your banded good mornings, Claire's gonna take that and she's gonna put it on like a backpack. So she's gonna take the band, put it over around her neck. We've got Philip with our wall that we've set up. Now, Claire's gonna go ahead and start going through RDLs here. She's pushing her hips back, keeping her legs relatively straight. So there's no squat portion of this. We're thinking about if we had groceries in our hands and we had to close the car door, we're pushing our butt back to hit that car door. Philip is using boxes for today. The purpose of using a wall tap RDL is going to allow us to be able to maintain balance. So with the wall, if we lose our balance and fall back into it, we're not gonna fall over. With these boxes, if we fell over into it, Philip is an athlete, so there's no falling over today. But we have these boxes here so that when he goes back, he makes contact and he knows the range of motion he can go to. I'm gonna go ahead and have Clara relax for just a moment. For Philip, I've cued him to take his hands and slide them down his legs, and we are going to full range of motion that he can maintain, and then that's how we figured out our foot positioning away from the wall. So go through your RDL, figure out where your full range of motion is, and then figure out how far you need to be away from the wall at that point for your RDL. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back into our line hops and our step jacks. So I've got Philip doing his step jacks here, and I'm gonna have him speed these up. If you do your step jacks and you do not shift your body weight, that is a no rep. Philip, I got my eyes on you. We had a race in step jacks and he beat me in these. I can't say that weight didn't shift or not, so I'm gonna be very strict today. We got Clara going with her jumps with the rebound, so you guys pick the option that you want with that one. We're gonna rest in 3, 2, 1, and that is it. The warm-up is over. The workout is next. This is gonna be a quick one today, so make sure you got everything taken care of because the fitness is coming up next. Athletes, your workout is starting now. We've got 10 seconds on the clock. We are going into line hops and step jacks. We're starting 5. We've got 3, 2, 1, and go. With our line hops and step jacks, we've got 40 reps total. So the line hops, every time you jump is gonna be a rep, and then every time Philip steps out, that is gonna be a rep. So we have 20 reps in each direction that we're doing. Our reps are descending here, so our line hops are gonna be 40, 30, 20, 10. After we get done with our set of 40 line hops, we are going into our banded good mornings and then our wall tap RDLs. Now the line hops and the step jacks are fast. The RDLs are not fast. I wanna make sure you guys are giving me quality range of motion on here. So don't go fast just to try to beat the person that you're working out against or to keep up with our athletes. I want full range of motion. You should feel this entirely in your hamstrings when you go down into your banded good mornings or when you're doing the RDLs against the wall. We wanna make sure that we are not sacrificing form and rounding out our back to get into that position or squatting and letting those knees come forward. You're gonna have a bend in your knees, but your knees will not go forward when we go into this movement. We've got Clara working on her banded good mornings, and she's got 20, 15, 10, 5. So not to confuse you guys, because I know you're counting, and I don't want to try to give you too many numbers, but we're always having the number of line hops or those step jacks that we're doing. We've got Philip going into his RDLs, and Philip made a fantastic correction. He was too close to the box, so he stepped out a little bit. I'm gonna challenge Philip to step out just a little bit more. And we're gonna try to get down into that full range of motion. keeping our weight balanced over our midfoot and our heel. So you need to figure out what this movement feels like for you. I don't want you entirely in your heels so that you rock back with your toes off the floor, but we want to try to get into this position where we're going to right below the knee or even mid-shin with our fingertips. Philip's got good range of motion on this. I've seen him do this without the wall. So this modified version against the wall is a little challenging for him to get figured out in that position, but it's the same thing you guys are experiencing at home. We want to make sure you get the best version of this movement, but also do so safely. We got Clara finished up with her banded good mornings, and she's back into her line hops. If she jumps on that line, it's a no rep. And I'm not gonna call any, but I saw one rep that was questionable. So if she gives me 31 here, I wouldn't be mad about it. Great job, Claire. She's back into her banded good mornings. We got Philip in his step jacks. We're cranking that gear up now. We're out of first gear and we're into second gear with Philip. He's got 30 of his step jacks here. We've got banded good mornings for Clara. She's halved the 30 line hops and she's going to 15 on her banded good mornings here. I'm not looking for you guys to necessarily do a negative, but I want constant motion up and down. If we want to make it a little bit more challenging, we'll go no pause at the top or the bottom. So as soon as Clara gets to the top, she goes right back down and back down, just like that. We've got 15 reps here, and then we are back to our line hops for Clara. Philip is finishing his second set of our step jacks. Philip's doing a great job of making sure that body weight is shifting over both feet when he steps out. We're not just doing a tap dance routine of sending that foot out. You gotta shift all your body weight. Philip's setting up for his wall tap RDLs, makes the correction again to make sure we're in the position, and I'm gonna challenge Philip to think about pushing his hips back more. There we go. I like that. Philip, step out just a little bit more for me. Here we go. And let's go through there. Perfect. I'm looking for where Philip's fingertips are going on his legs. And this position, this distance from the wall that we have set up for him allows him to get right below knees or to mid-shin with those fingertips. Clara is onto her third set of her line hops, not making contact. These line hops are getting pretty tough. This is a movement that will get difficult. You don't think it's that hard until you have to do 40, 30, 20, 10 of those. And if my math is correct, that's 100. After we get done with this, she is going to be going into her banded good mornings. We got Philip moving back to his third set of his step jacks. If you guys want to make a little noise at the top, Philip, what's your chosen noise for your step jacks?
Yeah.
There we go. You can't hear it here because we don't have Philip mic'd up. It would be too motivating if we had that, but we can hear it here. So it's a yeah, whatever your noise is. Let's keep it up. We are going through step jacks, and Clara is on to her next set of her banded good mornings. This workout's quick, and it can seem like this workout is not enough for you, but that's where you can add the intensity in this. A lot of times we go through our day and we're working at the office or we're taking care of the kids and we're like, I just don't have enough time to work out. And so we find an excuse for why we can't get fitness in for that day. Doing a workout that's 3 to 4 minutes long is better than not doing a workout at all. So fit that fitness in where you can, because life happens, but this is what we have to offer for you guys. We always want to be there for you no matter how hectic life is, and there's always time to get a quick workout in. We got Clara on her last set of her line hops. We got Philip going back into his RDLs. Both athletes on these good mornings and the RDLs are doing a great job of keeping their backs nice and straight. Again, you're gonna get fatigued and your tendency is gonna be to round out that back. I want it nice and flat, making sure we're biasing towards our hamstrings and our glutes for this movement. Philip is on to this last set of step jacks. Clara is finishing up her final set of her banded good mornings. You guys are doing great at home. Keep pushing. This workout does get tough. It's very hamstring intensive when we go through this, even if you're just doing the bodyweight version. But hamstrings and glutes are one of those underutilized muscle groups because we're always sitting down and everything just shuts off on our back half when we're just sitting all day. So this is a great activation piece, and that is it. Both athletes are done. Clara's got her superhero pose going on. Wonderful job. Philip, great job there. We are so thankful for you guys joining us for this quick one today, and we will see you up next for your cool down. Great job today, guys. You brought the fitness, and we loved working out with you once again. Now, if this is your first time with us, or maybe your second or your third workout, and you're still not a part of the Mayhem Athlete community, you've got to join us. We have workouts just like this one, and we've got workouts that are completely different that you can do at home, at the gym, or wherever you can get fitness in. We've got workouts aimed towards getting you just to a better version of yourself so you can be a little bit more fit each day or take you all the way to the competition floor. You'll find tons of athletes that will support you on whatever your goals are and help you get to where you want to be. Now, I always get serious, and I always talk about being serious because I am serious when I say you gotta do your cool down. Your body just took care of you, so you need to take care of your body. So pick one of the ones right here and get yourself calmed down, stretched out, and mobilized for tomorrow's workout or the next day's workout that you're gonna do. As always, remember, be a good person, be kind, and join us again for another great day of fitness.